Hey, it's your sister Michelle here. Yep, doing another video for y'all. You know how I be rolling with my videos. I love you all so much. I'm wishing you love and light on your journey. 2022, no narc zone. You know how I feel about you new subscribers. Come on in. Talk to your sister. Yes, let's talk. You know, we're talking about the narcissist. Like I said before, we always going to talk about them like until the day that God decides they need to walk the plank. Yes, walk the plank. And I hope to hell that we on the ship the day that it happens. Like I told you in my other video, every hour on the hour. 10 of them go over the side of the damn boat. Yes, we're gonna throw a damn fucking parade. Yes, the whole damn shebang when that shit go down. Lord, forgive me. We're not supposed to waddle in anybody's destruction, but they don't care about ours. And let me be careful before my hat fly off this time. I love y'all so much. This video right here is about the narcissist discard. And let me tell you something. I want to talk about that. We've talked about the discard in the past, but I really, really want to say this. A lot of times when we're discarded by the narcissist, it is a personal thing because we do take it personal because we're the persons on the blunt end of that, right? And being discarded is one of the most hurtful things that you can go through in narcissistic abuse is the final discard. Now, all the other stuff, you know, is terrible, but the discard, especially if you don't know what's coming, and you know what I'm saying, or even if you suspect it's coming, it's still, no matter when it comes, they usually do it in such an awful way that it just destroys your whole world. It destroys everything around you. But like I always say, all of it's designed just for that. Well, what I want to say about the discard is this. The narcissist, and I know it's personal, but try not to put it too much in a personal space. And I know it took me a minute to find this out, so I don't expect for any of you to get it right away, but you will. You'll get it. The narcissist doesn't just discard you. They discard everything. Yes, the narcissist discards everyone and everything. And what I mean by that is this. A lot of them have children. Like I have children with the one I'm with that I was with. The no good for nothing. I call him the sperm donator. The sperminator. I told you got more children than McDonald's has customers. Now he got more children than McDonald's got customers. But anyway. They discard the children. A lot of times when they don't want nothing to do with the supply anymore, they usually go hand in hand with the children. And a lot of times, some of them, when they do want to be around the children, it's just a tactic sometimes they use just to get under your skin. Or some of them might really want to be around their kids, but they still are not there for the children like they're supposed to. And like I said before, we don't really want our babies around that kind of mess and growing up to see that as an example now, do we? But everybody has their way of doing things. They discard their children. They'll discard their own family members if they're not getting what they want. I've seen them have family members discard them and act like they're not even alive once they've realized that person's not doing for them anymore. Or they have had friends that have been, friends with for years and they don't want nothing to do with them anymore. Now let me tell you, story time. Ever since the narcissist, my ex-narc, has gotten with his new supply, all of his old friends, majority of the ones, and I'm not going to say all of them, but there's, how it's a small group of closer friends, like maybe 3 or 4 of his closer so-called friends, because they're really not friends to them either. They're supply as well. Once he got with this new supply and they didn't like what he was doing and how he did it, he turned against them. I had a couple of them in the past used to say, man, I've been friends with this dude since we was in the 8th grade, 6th grade going back. And he just acts like I'm not even alive anymore. He threw away a whole friendship because he's worried about X, Y, and Z. Well, whatever. They throw away anything. They throw away their friendships like it ain't nothing. They throw away jobs. When they get good jobs, a lot of times they self-sabotage that. They'll sit up and they'll self-sabotage, they sabotage relationships. They'll sabotage anything that comes their way. Anybody that tries to help them, they will try to take advantage of it in some kind of way. So when you talk about the discard is definitely done to us. But I want you to understand, they discard everything in their life. And the most important discard of all, when we're talking about it, they discard themselves. Yes, they do. And I said this in another video. We be thinking they discarded us. Yeah, they might have, and that's what it seems like. I ain't gonna say discard. I'm tired of people saying they discarded us. No, they did us a fucking favor. So let's just say that. They did us a favor when they dipped the fuck out. Thank God. They did us favors. Let's talk about the favor of it, okay? But anyway, they really discard themselves. Yeah. Because they're such terrible people, most of them, if not all of them, and I do say all of them, they discard even themselves. Because let me tell you something. Nothing shows a person don't have regard for themselves as much as they should when they go around and burn every bridge that they possibly have, not knowing that there's certain things in life that you shouldn't do. And also there might be people that you might need again. When a person does that kind of stuff, that means you don't have no regard for anything about your future and what you might need or other people's emotions or what might happen to you. Because see, not only that, I have heard stories about people, narcissists being with people and doing terrible things to people, and people come back and kill their ass. Right? So I'm just trying to say, the biggest discard of all is them discarding themselves. They discard themselves by being the people that they are. They discarded themselves a long time ago before you even met them. Because really, like I said, they have low self-esteem. They have low self-worth. That's why they treat us so bad, or try to. And that's why they go around treating everybody that comes into their life a certain kind of way, because there's nothing there for them to give out. Which means in return, you really discarded anything about yourself in any capacity. That's the truth. That's why you see them being like they are. They have no regard for themselves. The final discard is the final discard of their own fucking ass. Yes. You can't discard somebody. See, when they say discard, that means get rid of for good. But let me tell you something. They can never get rid of us for good. They tried it, but they can never get rid of us for good. Like I told you before, we might fall down, but we get back up, and that's scripture. So like I said, they didn't discard us, baby. They did us a damn favor. But nevertheless, remember this. It's not personal, and it ain't just you. The narcissist discards everything in their life. So you know, shit, they'll discard their own children and their own mamas and shit. We didn't stand a fighting chance now, did we? Don't take it personal. You're perfect in every way. I believe in each one of you, and I love you so much. You weren't discarded. You were done a favor. And then nobody can discard themselves. Nobody can get a worse discard than someone who discards their own self. That's why I keep telling you, get the healing you need and all the blessings that you need. So you get your mind where you need to be so you can get everything that you deserve. Because nothing is worse than a person that can discard their own self. And not only that, I've always said this in my other videos, and I'm going to say it again. If a person doesn't care about losing their own soul, ain't that the final discard? I love y'all. Love and light. Discarding having bastards.